Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Yeah, frickin' dang. The Untouchables from 1987. I have not seen that in a long time. And my modern sensibilities notice all the like, it's like, damn, it's so out of touch and so old. Holy shit. This might be one of those movies that I'm not gonna say require, like, wait for a really good director and a really good writer to do another Untouchables movie. I think that's doable. Some of the things are just kind of out of date. They're copying from westerns and shit like that, which is fine. Just the dark tone of what's happening should be captured. I think there's people shooting each other and fucking all that shit. So, goddamn dragos! It's like, Jesus Christ.
You think they're gonna do an Untouchables about Diddy?
Jesus Christ. I mean, for what it is.
Confiscate all the baby oil.
You have to get him on tax evasion. I can't do a Connery voice. Whatever. But for the time period, I guess. Well, I don't do that with movies. I just watch movies as they are. It's still a fun movie. It's a fun movie. I'll put it in that category. Depth, not much there. Subtext, nothing. It's kind of a crime western style fucking cowboys and Indians, or cops and robbers. Like, literally just check marks the category. It's just some of the music and moments of the music are just out of shape, man. Those should not be there. I don't care what era it's in. They can't be like da, 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 da. It's like someone getting shot in the face. It's like, what? I don't know if that works cinematically. But yeah, still an alright movie. It's a fun movie. Yeah, I'm gonna recommend, especially if you haven't seen it. Yes, you should watch it. But once again, you have to kind of throw away your modern sensibilities and remember this movie's old, and they're actually doing like an old style thing. They're trying to keep it old seeming, not just the time period, but also like the style of movie from yesteryear and the style of acting, especially the fucking music. So you have to keep that in mind. But it's still worth watching. I think you'll have fun watching it. Hopefully. And my grade for this, I think a 7 out of 10. That works. 7 out of 10. There's no deeper storytelling here. It's kind of in your face. Hopefully you get the heart jitter moments when the good guys win or something, or the heartbreak when the good guy dies. That's what the movie's going for, and and then once again in an older style, but that's what they're going for. So if you're into that, this might be a better movie for you than it is for me. Maybe. What do you guys think? If you have anything to say.
I mean, you kind of get some nostalgia, but yeah, I don't know, the last 30 minutes kind of dragged. Like when Connery died, it kind of spin its wheels.
Well, it felt like when Andy Garcia took the shot. He's like,
the movie was
boom! Like that's like your closer right there.
And
then you go to the courtroom and you just see, Capone get arrested. Boom, that's it. But they just added like an extra thing at the end. Like, man, maybe Capone still gets away with it. But Kevin Costner comes to the rescue. drops the line on Capone. The Sean Connery line from earlier in the movie. Yeah.
No, but no, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. It's they're going for the. They're not really going. They're going for like the on the surface feels. Nothing too deep about it. Yeah, it's more of a it's a popcorn film. Have fun, watch a movie.
Yeah. But that
A to
shit
B.
was probably cool in like 1987, where
Yeah,
they
of
did like a
course.
40s style movie in
Yeah, of course.
1987. Probably felt cool to watch. But if you watch it now in 2025, it's like,
Yeah, it's like
oh
fuck.
shit, it's like extra out of date. It's like weird. But this
Yeah,
could
there's
definitely
just
get a remake. It could.
I think one day we gotta go like dig because there's a couple movies that what's his name Brian Del Palma made that I wanted to watch. I never got the chance to see.
Okay.
Like more obscure movies. Maybe we should do like a playlist, like review films by certain like legacy directors or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm down. Down. Anything from you, Jesse? I think it's your first time seeing it, right? If you're there. If not, whatever.
Yeah, I just want to say I recommend too. Definitely, obviously.
You have a score for it?
Uh, no, I mean yeah, bro. I mean, I was thinking I don't know, like probably a little higher than you, but then but no, yeah, I'll say a little higher. I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just for me, it's like you got to give me more than cops and robbers to make it
Yeah,
like now you're like special territory. But
no,
probably
that's
for
true.
the time when they're doing like a gangster flick
Yeah,
and they give you the
it's
nostalgia from the
different.
fucking 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're adding like blood and kind of like right and fucking violence into it, was probably amazing back in
Yeah,
1987. Just now, it's like fucking John Wick does that in one scene.
yeah, yeah. We've seen Public Enemies. We've seen. I mean, even if you just want to talk about that genre, like
Yeah,
you've seen these movies done better.
yeah. I mean, was it Goodfellas is about the fucking 70s, right? And
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
but their dialogue, the character shit going on is
For
so
whatever
epic.
reason,
Doesn't get old.
this movie has nothing to do with this movie. For whatever reason, I'm thinking like Platoon keeps coming to my head. I'm like, yo, Platoon's like miles above this. It's just like as a film, like like Platoon, like it's it's far more detailed.
Yeah. Granted,
Like
this
nothing
was supposed to be
crazy.
a genre
Not, yeah, like
bonus.
nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy in Platoon. Like it's also very like it's a little deeper than surface level, but it's not nothing crazy. But I guess the cinema because the cinematography here is fine. It's nothing to complain about. It's just I don't know. It's it gets like a just passing score. It's not nothing to write home about, in my opinion. There's some nice wide shots of like when they were in Canada or whatever the border.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
nothing.
it's
Just competent.
fucking well they're taking an old property, right? From like the fucking 50s or 60s or some shit. They're trying to upgrade it while keeping some of the elements from the old shit. Which is probably probably with the music's probably something similar.
Yeah, the
Uh,
music
the way they
definitely.
talk is probably something similar to that old
Yes.
style shit. But they're adding the ability for like an 80s movie to show like gore and headshots and brains on the wall and all that
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah.
But then watching that from 2025 is like that could
It's
be
not.
upgraded even more.
It's not up to snuff. Yeah, it's not up to snuff.
So,
We've seen, yeah, like even John Wick. I mean,
yeah,
John Wick's a little overdoing it, but yeah,
but it's weird because something like Heat, right, or Speed, or some of these 90s movies, like some of them do hold weight, would hold weight today. I think like the action sequences in Heat would hold weight
yeah.
today.
No, my problem with Heat is like the dialogue. Dialogue's
Yeah.
not strong. Speed, Speed doesn't need dialogue. Speed is the title of the movie. All the
Fun
dialogue
fucking movie.
serves to keep you like enthralled in the fucking nonstop shenanigans
Yeah.
in the movie.
God damn, I love movies, man. I feel like I could take Goodfellas, play it 50 years from now, and they're gonna be like, "That's a good movie." Like, there's no just no way around it. I think it's like kind of
Yeah,
undeniable. Like, oh, okay, this is. I'm not gonna say Tarantino, but like the dialogue is so compelling in Goodfellas and keeps your attention so much. It has that Tarantino factor to it. Like it keeps your
yeah.
attention just them talking to each other.
I'd say the part of that show that movie that like was like kind of dragging for me was the Henry Hill fucking like acting paranoid towards the end.
Yeah, yeah. The end is a little weird, but everything but up to it is
Everything up to everything
god
up
tier.
to the whack, like they start whacking people.
Yeah,
No, what is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. When he I'd say when he goes to the diner
yeah,
towards the end, and him and Jimmy are talking about the case. Like that's when it starts. Like, all right, let's slow drag it a little bit.
yeah. Basically, after Tommy, right? After he dies, right?
Yeah,
Jimmy. Oh man, like I remember like little things
gangs in New
like
York. Gangs in New York would be a better. Like, yo, you put this 100 years from now. This it's standing up.
I think it has more to it, but the execution I think could be better. But it has more to it in the story. I think it's just Goodfellas, like the way he shot it. You can't. I don't think you can do it any better as far as characters interacting with each other. Like Gangs of New
Yeah,
York, you might be able to upgrade certain cinematic things, right? And maybe
yeah,
styles of talking or aesthetics and all that shit. But Goodfellas, there is no upgrading. You keep that the way it fucking is. You
it
upgrade maybe
is.
the
It is.
cameras or something and maybe clean up the ending a bit or whatever. But that's what I mean. Like just those dialogue kind of driven
Yeah,
movies. And like I remember little things like fucking. And Paul used to shave the garlic so thin that it
yeah,
would melt in the
yeah.
sauce. Like I remember, like I don't know why I
Everybody
remember that, but I
knows.
remember that.
Everybody knows. Yeah, everybody remembers that shit.
And it's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Go get your fucking shine, but come on, let's just.
It's just fucking compelling. Motherfucker.
I don't shine shoes. I don't shine shoes anymore. I don't know if they told you. You're like, what are you? I'm just busting your balls.
What's wrong with him? Henry, talk to him. Henry.
What's right is right. I did 20 fucking years. He did the same thing in The
Shit.
Sopranos, bro. He's like, I did 20. It's like, it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
a joke. Like on YouTube, there's clips of like, where they're trolling him like, yo, you would never know if from watching the show that he did 20 fucking years because he's always I did 20 fucking years. I didn't cry.
Fuck. That might be one of the best, like, just guest appearances in a movie. Like, kind of like he's not a main character, but for some reason,
Nah,
it's
but
just
you fucking know him,
that's the
dude.
funniest fucking shit of all time, bro. Holy shit. God damn.
Nah, and that's yeah. I see what you're saying though. Like Scorsese's combining comedy, he's combining horror. Honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of horror, coming of age, all fucking themes come together.
It's Yeah, and it's and we're seeing from the other side perspective. Usually, older style, older era shit's coming from the cops' perspective, right? And they're catching the bad guy. This shit is from the
The
quote unquote
opposite,
bad
yeah.
guy's position.
He's like, when you go to the joint, you think it's we're all bunched up like a bunch of animals, but for wise guys, it wasn't like that. Like you remember shit like that being said.
Yeah, goddamn. All
Yeah,
right.
don't put too many onions. Don't put too many onions in the fucking.
That's hilarious. All right. There's a partial review of Goodfellas, I think, but mainly a review of The Untouchables with Kevin Costner and Sean Connery. All these motherfuckers.
I just want to say, yeah, Sean Connery definitely he was carrying.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He
was carrying.
he was the most compelling character in the
Yeah,
movie. His lines are memorable, and like you're like, okay, this guy fucking means business. Like, okay, that's the guy to like pay attention to. But man, it didn't make his death feel more like it should have felt more impactful. It did because of the audience, right? The audience
yeah.
was compelled by Sean Connery, but I'm saying like the story wise should be like just a hell of a lot more impactful. I don't know. It just didn't
You know what we
feel
should
as
do
much.
too? We should explore like the way an actor sees screenplays as far as characters. As far as like what's all time characters to be played, because some of them are great, but the execution wasn't good or the movie itself wasn't good.
Yeah,
But some characters are fucking right, like Denzel in the fucking second Gladiator. Like it's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but Denzel's swagging.
he was. He did not
He's,
hold back.
yeah, he
He was
can't.
acting.
Yeah, he brought it. Like everybody else fucking snoozed through it, but he fucking brought it.
Oh man, you know
I'm
what's
trying
funny?
to think.
Like I don't
Uh,
know what these guys are afraid of, but it's like, yeah, what if like Denzel in that Jody's Corner video where he's like, oh, he's gonna kiss a guy on screen or some shit like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah,
Like you never know if that'd be like fucking. It's Denzel, bro. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants, and then
yeah.
like
You let him.
maybe you might like the scene later on. If it's a
Yeah, he
good
got a
scene,
green light. Yeah, he got a green light.
like it's straight up like it's these motherfuckers that are like insecure and denying shit before it even exists is kind of crazy to me. Like these neurotic fuck faces. Like they're trying to deny the thing from happening in the first place before you like. And it's just weird. They do that with movies all the time. Before you ever even see the fucking movie, they're like, "This movie sucks. It's bad." I mean,
Yeah,
say it looks bad or something, but god damn, to just call it like it's a bad movie already is kind of crazy. And it's usually woman or black dude led films. It's just weird, man. I don't know why people don't find that more bizarre. That's a
well, I
very
think you
bizarre
need to.
thing.
Yeah, you need to but you need to go further than that because you've obviously done it before. Um, what you're bringing up, in a way, is a void of like you said, it's kind of a void of imagination, but in the sense of Arnold Schwarzenegger can play fucking whatever roles he played in the late '80s, early '90s,
Yeah.
and they're of a certain orthodoxy. But he
Mhm.
was awarded the benefit of the doubt to let the fucking character breathe and be what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're in the digital age, and it's a two-way street, no doubt. It's a two-way street. The fucking creators are trying to capitalize on a certain political narrative or whatever,
Yeah.
cultural appropriation. Or like, yeah, I understand that, but yeah, it's like, come on, man, let the thing happen, let it breathe.
Yeah.
All this backlash, like you know what I mean, like it's a shame that those same fuckers are crying about freedom of speech. It's like, yo, what about like freedom to articulate, freedom to interpret art or whatever way you want. And I understand the context. The context may it be a little like shuffled or whatever. It may be a little. Honestly, it might just be scary to these fuckers to look at it that way because of it's something they're not used to.
Or the secretly gay, and they don't want anyone to know about it. Could be that too.
And unfortunately, in my opinion, it's the dumbest among us that are the loud have the loudest microphones to cry about this shit.
And for better or for worse, it's let's be honest, it's the most entertaining. Whether you're mad at them or you love what they're saying, it's just
Yes,
because it's like God. Like for me, it's
which
like
is
look at these goddamn idiots, bro. They're so fucking
yeah,
stupid.
like,
Other dudes are
and
like,
it's like yo, it's
ugh.
whatever. It could be like yeah, it could be like you know what I mean, like it'd be a shame if something came out that was good and had those SJW fucking narratives in them, and it's like, bro, like, be a shame if you didn't see the good fucking movie because you're crying about like Barbie, like you're crying about fucking narratives. Like, yo, let the fucking
Bro,
movie manifest itself.
bro, what would these fools be with no existence of the fucking Matrix? V for Vendetta just non-existent. These movies just don't exist anymore. Like we'd be fucking bankrupted as in my opinion, as film fans. You're robbed if those movies disappear one day. Like straight up.
Well, the fucked up part is they do exist and they don't get interpreted. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're allowed to interpret it however you want, but it's
Bro,
we
there's
always
no doubt about V for Vendetta,
yeah,
right? There's no doubt about that. Right? That's not up to interpretation when
shit,
you
man.
have the
Let
chancellor
a couple of
arresting
these,
gay couples and shit. Like there's no way around that, right?
let a couple of idiots talk. You might be surprised what you
Oh,
hear.
come on. There's no way they missed that part. That they're particularly chasing
Well,
gay people and
this is
arresting
what I
them.
wanted to. This is what I wanted to get to. Like we have conversations with people. I have conversations. We have conversations with people where they try to impose a narrative that wasn't presented by like when we're watching those animation movies or whatever was
Yeah.
propping them, and they're like, oh no, they're. It's like why are you telling me what's in the movie that the movie didn't tell me? And then we watch an interview by the guy that made the movie, and the guy's like, he's not explaining it to you either. He's not explaining you the shit you're explaining to me. Meaning he didn't fucking put it in there. So, but we would say, let's just say for the sake of argument, it's a mediocre, it's a bad movie, and then that's why I'm thinking of the Matrix, where it's like this is an above average to good to great movie, and they're putting shit into it that's not in the fucking movie either.
Oh,
Or like
100%.
they don't get the point of the movie. They come up to their own conclusions, and then they're like, "Oh, you got red pill, you got blue pill." It's like that type of shit where for the dumbest, honestly, beneath what the fucking creators are making narratives, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's why I bring up the documentary that the filmmakers were a part of. That's why those things are like kind of valuable for people to interpret. But let's be real, they don't want actual interpretations from the trans directors of the Matrix, right? They don't want to
Yeah,
hear that shit.
I like them better when they were men.
It's like so bizarre, man. Oh man.
It's fear, bro. It's 100% fear.
And they watch the Matrix 4, calling it shitty or whatever. Like meanwhile, like they're getting made fun of in the fucking movie. Those guys are getting made
And
fun
they
of.
don't realize it.
They have no fucking clue because they didn't get the first Matrix movies. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you expect? They missed out on all of it, and it's like, damn, no wonder Back to the Future is your favorite movie of all time. Like, no fucking wonder. You need cheese shit,
Yeah, I mean,
cheese fucking movies.
It's just crazy, bro. Because then you know what I mean. Like I certainly there. I don't think I ever did, but I might have been more inclined to believe that like politics is the end all be all, and then there are certain complexities within that realm. But then, like, when I'm sorry, bro, like, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but when I hear these conservatives talk, especially when it comes to like influence and power involving money and stature in regards to these movie, like you're saying, like they're making fun of you by telling you, yo, you're getting shitted on with these franchises because that's what these fucking these studios want, and it's all based around marketing properties for money.
Mhm.
And in the Matrix Four, they're like, "Oh well, we're gonna make it with you or without you." And there's a video game attached to it, or like there's lore, there's comic, like shit like that, where it's like you guys don't understand how you're viewed by these people.
Yeah.
And then like you'll follow, like for Neurotic do this several times, where he's simultaneously propping up a studio he doesn't like and shitting on it at the same time with the narratives he's propagating, and it's like, dude, you're working against yourself, or or
Is
or
he?
you know what's going on to a certain extent. You know what's going on, and you're part of the fucking the hamster wheel, part of the rat race. You could shit on this. You might actually not like this, but you're gonna profit on it in the back end anyway.
He
And
wants these companies to placate to the right people. In his mind, I think that's what he's actually asking for. Placate to us, but to the right ones, not to the blue-haired leftist college kid, but placate to me. Like, do
yeah,
bullshit, do circus tricks for me, not for them. That's what he's asking for.
but then it's like, yo, dude, you weren't the jock in the fucking school. You're a fucking
No.
comic book nerd that did drugs, went to jail, and lost yourself in comics. And I understand it helped you get through jail, but you're like you're a wounded person, bro. In a lot of ways, you're a wounded person who kept hitting his head against the wall and found comics to save him in a way. And now that's your big dick in the room. It's the fucking comics, the lore. I
And it's
read this, I read
reinforced by
that.
money, reinforced by audience showing up that gets him paid. It's reinforced
That
by that
too.
shit. But it's like, dude, the Wachowskis are comic book nerds too, bro. They're comic book
Yeah,
nerds. They just have a sense of
but
writing
there's
too, and
something deeper to it than that.
yes,
Those things are those things aren't the end all be all. They're instruments to interpret that that fourth dimension, I would say.
well, they should be this guy's fucking hero. They take comic book concepts, turn them into high art to where now the highbrow asshole with the thin mustache that used to look
Has
down on
to
your fucking
acknowledge it. Yeah,
genre now has to
yeah,
respect your genre because of
yeah.
motherfuckers like that. And
But
yet
they
you throw
don't
these guys
value
under the bus.
yeah, they don't value oh, we want Tolkien, we want the cartoon. I mean, we want the fucking costumes. We gotta go to Comic Con with the face paint, all that shit. It's like there's more to it than that, man. And those things are cool to do. No, I mean, I'm not shitting on it. I'm not shitting on your fucking whatever your interest is in that type. Like there's nothing wrong with exploring those type of concepts. It's just like I don't know, man. It's like you're saying the right people. I don't even think he knows what the right people is.
No, he has no fucking clue.
I don't think he knows what the right people is. I don't think you've talked to enough people. You haven't done that investigative work for yourself yet.
He's not cultured enough, to be honest with you.
You're
Because I'm
well, yeah.
like,
You're in Cal. You lived in California most of your life, and you ran into a certain sector of the population that has you jaded. Your wife probably has a lot of friends like that. They're fucking of that inkling or whatever. I mean, we're getting into the weeds, bro. I mean, you might as well just end this one.
eh, whatever. I just want there. This is I'll end this for the culture warrior fuck faces. I want Gary, the nerdrotic guy, and Will Jordan, the critical drinker guy, to sit down because Will's a writer, right? And nerdrotic is he's a culture savant, right? He can pick out what's going to be good and what's going to be bad about when it comes to pop culture, right? I need those two brains to sit down next to each other and come up with anything close to the Matrix, anything near it. I dare you to sit down and write something out that comes anywhere near it. You know why they can't do it? It's because they don't see the actual story in the Matrix. They see bullet time, which is what they got made fun of for in Matrix 4. They can see the one idea, right? Not the real thing, but this guy's a hero. Got it. Oh, Agent Smith, bad guy. Got it. Good guy, bad guy, and bullet time. Boom. They can't fucking do it. And it's like, dude, show some fucking respect then. As from one creator to another, show some fucking respect because you can't fucking do that. You can't. Those guys can't fucking do that. I mean, they could.
I'd probably be the first to be like, "Yo, I'd be bravo."
Like, give them some fucking props.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, these guys are they're geniuses for what they did with that shit. Give them their fucking props. And I'm not saying they can't do it as in they can never do it. I'm saying like their mind stopped them from being able to do some shit like that. They're stopped by themselves to be able to do that shit. Because let's be real, like they're trying to go backwards with art, not forward. They're trying to go way backwards. Where it's just popcorn entertainment. Because they couldn't tell that the Matrix was doing something more than just popcorn. They couldn't tell that. So they think like, yeah, we're gonna make something like the Matrix. Like, no, you're fucking not. No, you're not. The Daily Wire thinks they're doing fucking Woody Allen. No, you're fucking not. Not doing Woody Allen shit. Or or Adam Sandler 90s comedy shit. Like, you're not pulling that off either.
And that's not
as shallow. Exactly, as shallow as Adam Sandler's fucking, Billy Madison and all that shit. They can't do that shit either.
No, you're not approaching that at all. You don't have the timing. You don't have the jokes. You don't have the theme. You don't have the fucking DI.
It's
nothing.
It's so funny because I've heard this. This has been a trope for a long time since I started really getting into film. It's been a trope that conservatives can't create art. Like, they suck ass at it. And I'm like, no, that's wrong. You want to know why?
Gibson.
Because, well, yes, Mel Gibson. Yes, he is one. He's a traditionalist. Christopher Nolan is film-wise, he is conservative as fuck.
Yeah, he's conservative as fuck.
Very traditional when it comes to heroes and roles and all that shit. Very traditional. But at the same time, those guys would never latch themselves onto someone like Nerdrotic. Maybe Gibson would, but Nolan would never fucking do that. Right? The greats of the greats will never be fucking near these guys, except for Mel Gibson, I guess, with marketing. But not actual artwork. These guys aren't running around talking about Apocalypto 20 times a day, right? Braveheart?
No.
Do they talk about Braveheart?
No.
The fuck are they watching of his that they hold up to some sort of stature? Nothing I've seen.
Well, I mean, it'd be funny. Like, yo, give me your five favorite creators. And well, it's weird, bro, because that's what I'm saying with Neurotic. Neurotic's gonna tell me Peter fucking Jackson, dude. Neurotic's gonna say
A lefty. Peter Jackson, a lefty.
Sam Raimi. He's gonna tell me people like that, dude.
Sam Raimi, lefty. Like, these were probably left-leaning, like, quote-unquote, politically speaking. Granted, it shouldn't matter with creators. They probably shouldn't be either one. Or they're most likely not either one. But it's like, what? Can these guys tell me why they're good at what they do? Or why their shit's good?
Well, it shouldn't be either one, because I feel like to get to that real, like, potent sauce when it comes to making movies, you gotta transcend that shit, dude. You can't. There's no way you can live there. Like Oliver Stone doesn't live. He didn't live there. Oliver Stone didn't do that. It's highly pampered with it, but there's something beneath it. There's something beneath that. There's another layer. It has to be there, or you're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find that fucking the fucking gem in the movie.
Yeah. But
It
if you
can't
ask
just be
them,
that.
I'm not even trying to go in their political stature or whatever the fuck or position. But if you ask them about like, what do you think about trans people? Like, why are you in it? Like, why do you care? Get out of their way, or some shit like that, right? I'm pretty sure Peter Jackson will say some shit like that, right? He's not gonna be like, yeah, goddamn trans men, they're ruining our kids, some shit like that. He's not gonna say that. Their best hope is Mel Gibson, I guess, or a shitty artist like Joe Rogan is maybe their next option. I don't know.
Joe Rogan. Give me a break.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, on most political topics, these guys would lean towards being more liberal, as in more freedom, quote unquote, than more
Of
rules to
course,
stop.
because dude, it's the. It goes back to freedom of speech. It's like, dude, you can't put a lid on that, dude. You can't put a lid on the imagination. Run wild.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you want to make a Hitler wasn't that bad. Like, yo, I'll fucking watch it, dude. I'll give it a shot. What was it? That man, the man in the high cap. I'll give it a shot, dude.
Man in High Castle? It
The
wasn't bad
fucking
from what I remember.
The Edward Norton, American History X. Like, I'll give it a shot, dude.
Yeah, and be
You
absolutely
have
fair with
to,
it. But
you have to let the artist express himself, dude.
exactly.
If it's shit, don't worry. We'll tell you.
Oh, woke.
It's shit. And
Wait,
it goes both ways. It's also the dipshit promoting the SJW movie because it's SJW. I understand that. I
yeah,
understand. Neither one, each one, both sides get smoke. Neither one's ducking smoke from me.
yes. It's just that's
I'm
for
not
me
giving break.
par for the
If it's
course.
shit, it's shit. I'm not giving you a break because you're being progressive. I'm not giving you a break for that.
Now,
I'm also not giving the Daily Wire a break for making fun of the trans movement. Look how stupid it is. Oh, we're gonna got men playing against women. I'm not giving you a fucking break for that either. And I'm not also not giving you a break for trying to just show me, oh, just give me my feels about a man who's misunderstood and he wants to compete against women because he feels he's born. I'm not. If it's not good, it's not good. Don't
kind
you
of
worry
simple,
about
huh? Kind of fucking simple.
it. It's not. No one gets a pass.
Not fucking rocket science. Pretty fucking simple.
But I mean, like, it's yeah. We're talking to the fans, bro. We're not talking to the fucking because they know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it. It's a fucking business. It's like,
Shit.
and it's funny, bro. These fuckers, they all get propped. It's like, bro, they all get propped up and shit. It's not it's a big club. We ain't in it. The funny part is when the Neurotic tells you it's not a big club, he's not in it. And it's like, dude, you made a
Yeah.
fucking. You want Hollywood to fix itself when it's ran by the people you hate and there's no end in sight.
He wants it to be fixed to his fucking standards. And he's gonna
Which is what
promote people
most
who
of
do
them.
that and thumbs down people that don't.
Yeah, well, he's been thumbs down for the last 6 years because his people aren't there.
Like, instead of opening it up to be like, yo, we need something good to counter this stuff, he's saying, get rid of that other stuff and put this stuff up instead. Which is the opposite, like, to me, the opposite of what direction I would ever want to go in. If someone makes a shitty movie, they make a shitty movie. Fine. I'm not going to be like, yo, that should not exist at all. No one should ever make a movie like this, ever, ever, ever. Unless it's Ridley Scott. Yeah. But other than that, like, yeah, man, let the fucking creators create, man, because these fools ain't fucking doing it. They don't have the minds to even, like, as when they're with their reviews, they don't even have the mind to fucking pick up on what fucking artists are doing. Like, actually.
And it's funny, man. What did we watch last week? Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah,
You tell me McConaughey's not on your team, erotic? Is that what you're telling me? He
exactly.
might not be. He might not be, or
I
he
don't think
might
he is.
realize. He might realize I need to get lost in the script. I need to trust the screenwriter. I need to trust the director. I need to trust the vision of the artist and bring it to life.
Well,
And maybe that there's something spirit. There might be something spiritual about that shit. Like I can't I can't cast a I can't cast doubt on what this person is bringing to the table just on the whim of a political narrative,
yeah. And
which I thought everybody knew, but
yeah.
apparently not.
By the way, Hollywood's been on a, you know, uh, we're trying to eliminate racism, homophobia. All like they've been on that route for years and years and years and years and years. Apparently, they're just noticing after Trump got elected. They're like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
everything's about Trump. Like maybe that's it. Maybe that's for your life, man. Some people aren't doing that. Some people are though. Be
some
honest.
people are, and they get and they. That's what I'm saying, bro. They prop each other up.
Yeah.
The pro and anti need each other in a way. They need each other. I need a common enemy to galvanize my troops against.
So much
Vice versa.
fucks in the
That's
room.
a vice versa.
All
They need
right.
the same thing.
Damn, what do I put in this title, Anthony? I put Untouchables review and
Uh,
social commentary about modern
yeah,
cinema. How about
I
that?
might have to chop that one up, make it its own thing.
I might say fuck it. Maybe someone's gonna be like, "Damn, I love Untouchables. Look, they got a 40-minute video about it, bro. That means
Oh,
they went in real in depth." It's like,
they're like, what the fuck is going on? Hey man, just
this is this.
expressing myself.
Hey, life happened. Gotta
Sorry.
let it
Yeah,
live.
exactly. That should be the review. The Untouchables and Life Happens.
There it is. There's your title, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Thank you for watching the review of The Untouchables plus social commentary and I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it life. There you go.